Hey everyone, Shabby here, and welcome back to our next episode of Octane, the home of the Cruiserweights here on SWE. We've got a cracking card set for you this evening. 3 big matches, including a tag team #1 contendership match. We'll get into that a bit more very soon. And we've had a couple of dark matches here this evening. Rey Mysterio Jr. defeated Akira Tozawa, and Phoenix defeated Psychosis and Kalisto in a triple threat match. That leaves us with 3 matches left on the card this evening. We're going to start things off with Pete Dunne versus Dean Malenko. Then we've got Sami Zayn versus Austin Aries. And then our main event this evening will be the the Time Splitters versus reDragon, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. And we'll discuss that a bit more in just a moment. And here we go with the opening match here this evening. An interesting one, because I think these two guys are very much of the same ilk. They've got very similar sort of styles, haven't they? I think Dean Malenko's more of a submission specialist, but I think their sort of body type and so forth for the Cruiserweight division is very, very similar. But, yep, we'll have a quick discussion now about the tag team match coming up for you in the main event. Now, last week we put out a vote for who you guys want to see face off against the Young Bucks for the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships. However, we only got 6 votes. That's not a good thing to start off with, is it? Only got 6 votes, but we only actually ended up with a draw. 3 votes for reDragon and 3 votes for Time Splitters. Therefore, this evening, that main event is going to be a #1 contendership match, and the winners will go on to face off against the Young Bucks. Probably won't be next week's Octane now. It's probably going to end up being our pay-per-view, which is next week as well. Might as well get it on the pay-per-view, mightn't we? I do want to make sure... I can't even talk tonight. I do want to make sure that every single championship is defended throughout that pay-per-view. And I think the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships will be a nice one, because we've got a really strong match either way. The Young Bucks as the champions facing off against either reDragon or Time Splitters. Either way, it's going to be a cracking match. We all know that. Right. I seem to have gained the ability to talk now. The problem is I live on my own and I work on my own, and I completely forget how to talk half the time. I think that's the problem. Now, I did ask you guys on the episode of Throwdown, which would have been uploaded yesterday, if you had any suggestions what we could call our first pay-per-view here in the Universe mode. Of course, like I said, it is going to be a 16-man tournament, as well as obviously all the championships being defended, and just a general pay-per-view, so we're going to have a lot of stuff going on. So, if you guys do have any suggestions for names for that pay-per-view, then please let me know. Like I said, it is coming up for you next week. We've got 1 more episode of each show. And then once we get through all of those, then obviously we'll get into that. And it's probably going to be a 4-dayer, maybe a 5-dayer. I think it's going to be 4 days. But I'll have to try and plan it all out on paper and see exactly how much we'll need. I'm looking forward to that though now. Of course, we know quite a few of our matches. We know that Kota Ibushi, the Cruiserweight champion here over on Octane, will be defending that belt against Neville. We know over on Throwdown, my brand, we've got Kenny Omega taking on Kevin Owens for the Throwdown Championship. The new champion, Shinsuke Nakamura, will be defending that United States Championship in a rematch against Jay Lethal. We also know... What else do we know? I don't know what we know. Over on Mayhem, we know that we will see Joe versus Punk for a 2nd time in this Universe mode for the Mayhem Championship. We've got a lot of matches planned out. I can't remember, to tell the truth. Currently, the Throwdown vote is for who is going to... challenge for the Tag Team Championships. I think that's what we're looking at as well. The champions, of course, the Sumerian Death Squad. You have the choices, if I can remember this right now. It's the Ascension, the Revival, Beer Money. Is there another one? I think there was another one. I can't remember now. Of course, it is over on the Twitter page anyway, so if you go down to the link in the description below, it will take you straight there to place your vote. Yeah, I'm really struggling to talk here this evening. I can't get the right words out. I don't know why. Right, I've stretched my lips now. We're good to go. We are good to go. Right, so Pete Dunne taking some early control of this match here against Dean Malenko. Yeah, like I said, these two guys, very similar sort of style, I believe. And, well, there we go. Pete Dunne locking in a submission hold right in the middle of the ring on Dean Malenko. Like I said, Dean Malenko, very much a submission specialist in his time in the Cruiserweight division over in WCW. it was interesting. It was a completely different type of competitor, wasn't he? Really, because a lot of the cruiserweights over in WCW were the Mexican, the high flyers, ones we have learnt to love. Basically, I suppose Rey Mysterio, Psychosis, Juventud, La Parca. There was quite a few, wasn't there, the Mexican ones, and those are the ones that seemed to do pretty well at the cruiserweight division. Of course, those are the ones that really came to the forefront. But guys like Dean Malenko, and a lot of people don't know that Chris Jericho started his career in the WCW. Well, didn't start his career there, but it was where he first really got noticed, was the cruiserweight division over in WCW, and that's why he left WCW to join WWE, was because he felt that he should be higher up the card, whereas WCW wanted to continue using him as a cruiserweight. That's probably completely wrong, but that's how I believe it. I might be completely wrong on that, but I'm sure if I am, you guys will let me know straight away. You're good at that. I like to learn these sort of things though, because if I do get things wrong, I'd like to know. As Dean Malenko now taking control of the bruiserweight Pete Dunne, somebody who I would imagine we'll see soon a bit more in the WWE. He is scheduled for NXT in a week or so. Maybe this week. No, this week is United Kingdom Championship, isn't it? With Tyler Bate and Trent Seven. I think next week is Mandrews versus Pete Dunne on NXT TV as well. Next Wednesday is the last set of NXT tapings before the WrestleMania takeover. That should be interesting because we'll find out basically the card for the WrestleMania takeover. Triple H did announce on Twitter earlier today that Chris Hero or Cassius Ohno will face off against Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship on an episode of NXT, so before the takeover. 2 count there from the butterfly powerbomb by Dean Malenko on Pete Dunne. And I think once we get past our first pay-per-view here in this universe mode, we will start to do a bit more storyline stuff. At the moment, we're just going forward for 4 weeks, just trying to put out some really good matches and try and test the rosters and see who's looking good and who's a bit less than what we expect them to be. 1, 2. Still only a 2 count. Yeah, so after this first pay-per-view, we'll start doing some more pay-per-views. And maybe every now and again, because the pay-per-views are more going to be a throwdown and mayhem thing, maybe every now and again we'll have a special Octane. We will see some Octane matches at the pay-per-view, don't get me wrong, but Cloverleaf there by Dean Malenko. Is it going to be enough to make Pete Dunne tap? It is. Pete Dunne taps out to the Cloverleaf. And Dean Malenko picks up the victory. Dean Malenko's patented submission finisher maneuver there, the Cloverleaf used to win this match here against the bruiserweight Pete Dunne. Great win there for the established Dean Malenko as well, but he must be impressed with the work done by Pete Dunne here. Pete Dunne did do fantastically well. And like I said, I really see Dean Malenko maybe as somebody who could lead Pete Dunne, maybe. Take him under his wing. And here is our second match of the evening. It is going to be Sami Zayn taking on Austin Aries. And here we go. I'm looking forward to this because I don't think I've really used Austin Aries as much as I probably should have done. Since we got him in, it just... I don't know why, because I'm a big Austin Aries fan, so I don't know why we're not really using them much. Of course, we did use him in our previous universe mode quite a bit, but that was before we had the actual DLC version. We were still using the core at that point in time, so now we have the proper DLC version. There's no excuse not to use him a bit more. But then again, I'm sure he's going to get a lot more playtime in this universe mode. I think once this first pay-per-view's out the way, we can have some pretty awesome sort of big matches lining up towards potentially a new #1 contender for that Cruiserweight Championship. Will it be Neville or will it be Kota Ibushi who holds the belt at that point in time? That is the question. A very interesting question, actually. I'll tell you what, I've seen so funny stuff on Twitter recently. Baron Corbin is savage, Baron Corbin. And Kevin Owens is really savage as well on Twitter. Right, I saw on Twitter, right, Billy Gunn put on Twitter, I've just had a cancellation this weekend. I'm open for bookings. Please contact me at, and he's got his email address. Baron Corbin tweeted him back saying, do you mow yards? Which I thought was just savage, that was. But the Kevin Owens stuff today, did I like that? I think I did, yeah. Oh, Kevin Owens and Goldberg. They've been having a bit of fun on Twitter, and it does sound really dodgy. What was it? Goldberg said to Kevin Owens, take a lot of pictures with that championship belt, Kevin. Remember the moment at Fastlane, it's gone. And Kevin Owens replied, take lots of pictures. Remember the moment. What are you, my dad? Stop telling me what to do. And no, I will not turn down the music. To which Goldberg replied, well, if Goldberg or Sir doesn't work for you, then Daddy is just fine. To which Kevin Owens' replies was, I'm sure in your mind that sounded super cool and badass, but it just really sounds really creepy. Which is true. It does really sound creepy. Oh, God knows. Anyway, I'll get away from Twitter. I never use Twitter. I've only literally got Twitter for my YouTube. That's all I use it for. I'm sure every single day as well, Luke Harper tweets it's whatever day it is. You know what that means. He literally types it every single day. I understand he's put today, it's Tuesday. Obviously, I'm recording this on Tuesday, the day before it's uploaded. You know what that means. And obviously what he means is that SmackDown's on tonight, but last week he put, it's Friday, you know what that means? Like, no, I don't know what that means, actually. It's Wednesday, you know what that means? No, I don't. I've got no idea what it means. Lion Salt there by Sami Zayn. So, yeah, interesting match this one. Two potential Cruiserweight champions in the ring here. Two very, very strong competitors who I would assume would be going for that championship straight away after our first pay-per-view. I think it'd be pretty cool to have some more high-flying matches in this universe mode as well. Maybe like a 6-man ladder match or something like that. I don't know. 6-man ladder matches are a bit dodgy. Maybe 4-way's probably a bit better. I sort of wish they didn't take away elimination matches. I used to love elimination matches last year. I used to use them all the time. Granted, with the Fatal 4-ways and Triple Threats being improved the way they are, we don't need to use them as much as I did last year, but I used to love them. I used to get so much fun out of them. Senton Bomb there by Sami Zayn. I've realised in recent years, you know, after watching a lot of TNA and everything else, I've realised that Jeff Hardy is the person who hits the worst Senton Bomb I've ever seen. I think when he was younger, he used to be able to hit them quite well, but now they look so laboured, and he just lands completely fat. He lands completely flat and just bows his back over the opponent, whereas everyone else, like Sami Zayn, they're rolled over the opponent. It's quite a simple move to do, really. If you've ever done like the jump and roll, like stuntman style. Oh, Sami Zayn with a low blow there on the outside. Referee didn't see that, but Sami Zayn with a low blow on the outside. Aries is struggling here, trying to walk it off, but referee's been very lenient there on Sami Zayn. He went for a dick punch there as well by the looks of it, but that is weird. I wouldn't have expected Sami Zayn to go for a move like that either. Aries rolling through. Oh my god, Aries is on a WWE game. It's just hit me that Austin Aries is now on a WWE game. Shinsuke Nakamura's on a WWE game. Uhaa Nation. Kevin Steen. It just doesn't make sense, does it? I never would have expected this. And then when you think of 2K18, when that comes out, and we're going to see the Cruiserweights on there, we're probably going to see Tyler Bate as well. That's probably why he's spent a bit of time in the country this year, this week or this month. I know he's been doing several tapings and that as well for WWE, but it wouldn't surprise me if 2K have scanned him, because 2K generally start doing their scans around about the January time, I believe, and the cutoff is normally March. So if you've debuted before WrestleMania on the main roster or a big man in NXT, then probably you'll be okay. If you debut sort of the month after Mania, then you're more likely going to be DLC. And if you debut after the month after Mania, then probably you won't be on the game. So, of course, Bobby Roode's probably going to be on there. Sanity will be on there. Cassius Ohno is probably going to be on there now. There's quite a few new ladies that will be on there as well. It's going to be a much bigger roster on 2K18, especially when you add some of the people that have returned as well, like Jinder Mahal and Chris Hawkins. But that's if they do that. They sometimes do miss a few of the names. But I think as technology gets better, they are managing to fit more and more people on the game. There's no reason why they can't have everybody. See, I don't know about you, but I would rather have everybody in NXT on the game rather than some of the dodgy legends they give us sometimes. Big lariat there by Austin Aries. I thought he was going to go for a discus lariat, to tell the truth, but he went for a normal lariat. Now lining up the grounded Sami Zayn. Catches him. Oh, he's going for the last chancery. I do like this submission move. We've already seen one submission victory here this evening. We're going to see a second. Sami Zayn, can he hold on? He does look like he's going to break. He does break free. And catches Austin Aries right in the face. Now, heavy rumour is at the moment that WrestleMania will see... Oh, Sami Zayn now going for a submission of his own. Locking in that Koji clutch. Is Austin Aries going to tap out? Is he going to go? No, Aries fights free. Yeah, rumour is with WrestleMania is that Aries is going to face off against Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship. Now, Aries is currently doing commentary on 205 Live, but it was understood that he was someone that WWE were itching to get involved in 205 Live as quickly as possible, which is a really good thing because he's such a good wrestler and promo guy as well. He'd be a really good asset to 205 Live, and I think the fact that he's doing commentary would probably mean that... You remember when CM Punk moved to Raw years ago when they still had the draft, and he ended up working commentary for about a month, and eventually somebody attacked him while he was on commentary, and that started his feud. I think that's probably what's going to happen in 205 Live. I reckon that Neville's maybe going to attack Jack Gallagher or something, maybe after their match at Fastlane, and go a bit over the top, and Austin Aries is going to come into the ring and try and save him, and then that's going to lead up to the match. That's what I would expect. Anyway, but Austin Aries was recently cleared to do in-ring work again about a week or two ago, so it's pretty close. And yeah, I'd love to see that match. I think Austin Aries versus Neville could be a show stealer, really. Sami Zayn again locking in that Koji clutch. Is it going to be enough this time to keep Austin Aries down? It is. Austin Aries taps out to Sami Zayn and the Koji clutch. And that's definitely going to help Sami Zayn's case for getting the Cruiserweight Championship after our first pay-per-view, which is still yet to be named. I might just call it yet to be named. Insert name here. I like Sami Zayn's music, in case you didn't realise by the fact that I just completely stopped doing my actual commentary and just started singing it instead. I've been to see quite a lot of ska bands, so it's the sort of music I like, really. And here is our main event of the evening, a tag team #1 contendership match here for the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships. We've got reDragon versus Time Splitters. The winners will face the Young Bucks in a couple of weeks' time for the belts. Here we go. It was like being into Mario Kart, wasn't it? These two teams have the same entrance music? Everyone seems to. I get a bit bored doing all the tag team entrances, I must admit. I did do them all, but I must have ended up with quite a few. I don't think they have, actually. I think I remember putting Time Split something slightly different. Can't remember what it was now, though. But yeah, 3 votes each for these two teams. The other two teams, I think, were Roppongi Vice and... Who was the other one? The Dynasty, wasn't it? Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett. Neither of those two teams received a single vote, so obviously you guys really want to see one of these two teams. And I don't blame you, really. I think these two teams are incredibly strong. Matches we've probably seen in the past over in New Japan and Ring of Honor as well. I think both of these teams are actually really good cores as well, actually. I really struggled to find a good Kushida, and literally the day of the draft, somebody uploaded this one, and this one is a lot better. The other one I had beforehand, literally, if you see how orange Kushida's shirt is, or his vest, jacket thing, whatever those are called, yeah, it was the same, his skin was the same colour as that. And when I downloaded it anyway, and I've done it a few times when you get some that look a bit dodgy, and I went into the core screen myself and tried to change it so I was happy with it. But the problem is that someone had used a face scan, and the face scan was that colour, so they had to make his entire body that colour, and it just did not work. So I'm so glad we did get this version of Kushida, because I couldn't find a very good Chris Sabin either. So my original plan was the Motor City Machine Guns, but without a good Chris Sabin it's a bit pointless, so I found Kushida instead, and we ended up with Time Splitters. So I was happy with that anyway. Does the trick. So yeah, big match this one for both these teams. A possibility at a tag team championship match for the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships, I should say. And it is going to be at our first pay-per-view, so guaranteed a spot in that first pay-per-view as well. So it's a big match, yeah. Both these teams are really forced the issue, and I think victories as well. Now, who do these teams are on? I think Time Splitters are over on Mayhem, aren't they, on PJ Toby's roster? And I'm pretty sure reDragon are on my roster. They are. reDragon's definitely on my roster. Kyle O'Reilly now sending Alex Shelley off the ropes. And tried to go for a Hurricane Rana, but Alex Shelley reversed it into a powerbomb. And Shelley now bringing Kushida into the ring. Kushida, a former NWGP. That's not right, is it? NJPW. I had the right letters, just the wrong order. Cruiserweight, not Cruiserweight. Junior Heavyweight. Yeah. I'm getting completely nowhere this evening, am I? I'm getting everything bloody wrong. Everything wrong. Kushida, big boot into the gut. They went for the Lion Salt, but Kyle O'Reilly rolled out the way. I think Kushida was going to hit the mount. I think he was going to hit the ground either way, I think. You know what I brought, actually? I've had the card through the letterbox. I completely forgot I brought them because I live in the UK. I've ordered some stuff from Pro Wrestling Tees, and it's taken about a month to arrive. But I got the card through the letterbox today, so I'd say I need to go and collect it. And I brought the... you see the guy in the crowd there? I don't know where I'm pointing. You can't see where I'm pointing at, but the guy in the crowd straight ahead wearing the Bootios shirt. I brought the Young Bucks version, so it's just called Super Kicks, and it's got the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega on there. But I brought it mainly because you get an actual box of Super Kicks with it. So you get like I don't think that's just got cereal in there, but it's a box, it's an empty box of Super Kicks. So I'll be definitely displaying that with the rest of the stuff I've been getting in my Wrestle Crates recently. I was going to record my box openings for the Wrestle Crates, and I realised I haven't got a camera that's half decent, which was a problem. So I didn't bother in the end, but I'm getting some really good stuff. It really is something you guys should have a look at. If you are a wrestling fan and you just like the odd bit of random merch, then the Wrestle Crates are quite fun. I've got quite a few DVDs so far. I think last month I got a Kevin Owens Funko Pop, and I got some artwork. I got a poster. I got some DVDs. It's some really, really good stuff, actually. I know this month in the Wrestle Crate, there's some really cool stuff coming as well. I think this month in the Wrestle Crate there's a DVD coming, which is worth more than the Wrestle Crate. I think I paid $21.99 for the Wrestle Crate, and this month's DVD is worth more than $21.99 if you buy it from the actual website of the company. And then on top of that, you're guaranteed a t-shirt, as well as some other little bits and bobs as well. So for $21.99, I'm going to be getting like 50, 60 quid's worth of gear, so I'm really looking forward to that. And that can't be far away, actually. I think they post out on like the 20th of each month, I think it is. But I think it's too late now. If you've not signed up already, I think it's too late to sign up for this month, but you can start to sign up for next month. I've also got Pro Wrestling Crate, which is run by Pro Wrestling Tees over in America. I get that one as well. That comes on probably about the first or second week of the month. And again, that's the American version, basically, and you get 4 t-shirts in that. I do pay about 35 quid for that a month, though. It's 4 t-shirts, a signed 8x10 as well, and a DVD. So I think last month was High Flyers, and I got 4 t-shirts. I got Lince Dorado, I got Eddie Guerrero. I got a couple of those as well. I got a signed Tito Santana 8x10 hand signed, and I got a High Flying DVD, which is pretty cool. Big elbow drop there to the back by Kyle O'Reilly on Alex Shelley. And reDragon are such a strong tag team. I think reDragon versus the Young Bucks would be a really good match. But I think the reDragon at a single capacity are probably better than both members of Time Splitters. And I think that's fair. I think Kyle O'Reilly, of course, former Ring of Honor heavyweight champion. Bobby Fish, former Ring of Honor television champion. I think, off the top of my head. It just shows how good sort of singles competitors they are as well. However, Alex Shelley and Kushida very much confined to the tag division. Alex Shelley's done much on his own, has he, since leaving TNA. Not that I'm aware of anyway. Sliced bread there by Alex Shelley on Kyle O'Reilly. Now drops into the pin. That could be enough though. 1, 2. No, it's not. So you know when the game thinks it's not enough because the partner doesn't come in to try and break up the pin. Kushida now going to go for another pin to try his luck. Maybe the extra few seconds have made a more of a chance to win, but evidently not. Kyle O'Reilly, the big punch into the gut of Kushida. Remember, the winner of this match will go on to get a tag team championship match very, very soon. As Kyle O'Reilly rolls Kushida over into a sharpshooter, but Kushida catching the rope straight away for the rope break. Now reDragon looking to work together in the double suplex. Kushida boot right into the head of Bobby Fish as well. And I think that's a good thing for Kyle O'Reilly to tag himself out because he's taken quite a few big moves, and I think Bobby Fish would technically be their fresh man. Time Splitters are doing very well at switching between the two of them as well. At the moment, both these teams showing some really good tag team work, actually. Really impressed with both of them, but like I was saying earlier on, a win here would not only make them number one contenders, but it would obviously boost their ratings on their actual roster as well. Another tag team victory would push either of these two teams up their brand's tag team ranking, surely. And just because they are over here on the Cruiserweight show doesn't mean they can't be tag team champions on their main show as well. For example, the Young Bucks are the Cruiserweight tag team champions. No reason why we couldn't see the Young Bucks on Throwdown as the Throwdown tag team champions as well. Of course, they're not involved in our poll at the moment, but there's no reason why they couldn't be involved, in fairness. Alex Shelley dropping a knee into the face of Bobby Fish. Bobby now sending Alex Shelley into the reDragon corner. Shelley fighting free though, probably the best thing for him because that could have got messy for him there. Stuck in the reDragon corner, but Bobby Fish fighting Boba Fett fighting back now into a Falcon Arrow. Sorry, I have these little moments where I just sound like I'm absolutely crazy, don't I really? But Shelley now sending Bobby Fish into the corner once again. What's he got planned? I thought he might be looking to go for another sliced bread there. He may have been doing so. Bobby Fish saw it coming. Fish now taking him up into a shin breaker. Clever move there. Knowing that a lot of Alex Shelley's offense is going to be high flying. It's going to be fast paced, and with a bad leg, it's going to be a lot more difficult for him to hit those maneuvers. Shelley once again though sending Bobby Fish into the corner. No, again, I thought we might be going to go for the sliced bread, but instead locking Bobby Fish into the tree of woe. It looks like shades of low key here. As Bobby Fish trying to fight his way back up and gets double stomped right in the chest. There's the pin by Alex Shelley. 1, 2. Kushida blocking off Kyle O'Reilly very well. But Bobby Fish was able to kick out after the 2 count. Kushida did his job there perfectly well. It's not very often that the... Oh, and Kyle O'Reilly just takes Kushida off the apron. And there we go. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count. That would have been a great end to the match, that would have been, actually. Everything worked together there very well. But you see Kyle O'Reilly annoyed with Kushida for blocking him off from that pin. Just speared him off the apron. Kushida, as you can see, back up on the apron now. Visibly not happy, though, with Kyle O'Reilly. And it'd be interesting to see if those two guys get back in the ring, just how that dynamic will evolve. Shelley now just slamming Bobby Fish arm first into the mat. 1, 2, and again Kushida getting to Kyle O'Reilly with the Hurricane. And it also seems like the tag team dynamic is working a little bit better on the game now. I know they keep uploading little patches here and there, but for me the tag team matches haven't really worked too well on the game this year. It's a very hit and miss. Like last year, I think was the first year tag team matches really started to work pretty well. And I think the one thing I used to like was the part where somebody would, if their partner was, Kyle O'Reilly goes straight for Kushida once again, and suplexes him into the ring. Kushida's not even a legal man, but Alex Shelley just drops a boot right into the back of Kyle O'Reilly and slams him knee first into the mat as well. Referee lost all control of this match at the moment. And Kushida as well, just kick at the back of the head of Kyle O'Reilly. I think O'Reilly might be regretting his decision there to suplex Kushida back into the ring. Bobby Fish now locking Alex Shelley into the Tree of Woe. But Shelley fights back with that knee in the face. But Fish catches him into that snap suplex. Fish once again bringing Shelley back up to his feet now into the corner. What has Bobby Fish got planned here for Alex Shelley? It's not going to end well. He's high up on top of the corner. Super Falcon Arrow. See, that's what really got to hurt Bobby Fish, that has, because whereas Alex Shelley's landed on his back, Bobby Fish has landed right on his tailbone, and his entire body weight has landed on that tailbone. So that's a painful manoeuvre. As Fish looks to go for it again by the looks of it. He might just pull it off. Looks like he's going to, you know. It is a second Super Falcon Arrow. And Bobby Fish looks to come across and tag in his partner Kyle O'Reilly. And this match now must be getting to a difficult situation for these four guys. All of them have taken quite a bit of damage throughout this match, but Alex Shelley's back up. Tell you what, both these teams are loving the turnbuckles today, aren't they? Loving the turnbuckles. As Alex Shelley once again looking to summon the spirit of Loki with that double foot stomp. Is Loki still wrestling or is he retired now? I'm sure I read something a while ago about Loki rejoining New Japan, but that may have been and gone now. 1, 2, only a 2 count. It's going to be difficult to keep a man like Kyle O'Reilly down. Like I said, former Ring of Honor heavyweight champion. It's going to take a while. Not more turnbuckle work, surely. It is. He's going in the turnbuckle again. Kyle O'Reilly fights him back though. Elbow in the face by Alex Shelley. Oh, big forearm by Kyle O'Reilly now. Up onto the shoulder. Alex Shelley reversing once again into a reverse DDT. Now into the pin. 1, 2. Kushida's very good at getting across the ring and blocking people off. That's something that not a lot of people in this game are very good at. But Kushida, so far, I think has got every single one. If Alex Shelley can get that pin, I think Kushida's the man to ensure that that pin goes to a 3 count. As you can see, he's taken Bobby Fish off the apron again. And here comes Kushida into the ring. And Kushida's been wanting a little bit of retribution on Kyle O'Reilly since earlier on in the match when Kyle attacked him. O'Reilly though taking Kushida up into that launching DDT. And is that going to be enough? Nope. Kyle O'Reilly's just going to stand there for a minute. Bobby Fish is back up. Welcome back, Bobby. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Kyle O'Reilly, a couple of big right hands to the face. Now locking it in for a Regal Plex. Bridges for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Alex Shelley was very slow into the ring there. I think he glitched out a little bit. But Kushida was able to kick out after the 2. O'Reilly now sending Kushida into the corner. And what are we going for now? Taking Kushida up onto that top rope. I thought they might be going for a bit of a tag team maneuver, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. It looks like Kyle O'Reilly has a superplex planned for Kushida. Air Kushida crash lands in the middle of the ring. But Kushida straight back up, and what's he signaling for here? Wow, big kick to the head. No. O'Reilly rolled through and avoided it. There's a big setup there by Kushida. Didn't really work out. Kushida boots the face. How the hell did that happen? Kushida just managed to drop kick his way. He managed to drop kick his way into a German suplex there somehow. O'Reilly, German suplex, bridges for the pin. 1, 2. Bobby Fish has really not done a very good job of running there. But it was enough only for a 2 count. Alex Shelley taking O'Reilly up into a vertical suplex. And both guys in the middle of the ring now are down. O'Reilly slowly crawling towards his corner, but Kushida's up and does not allow O'Reilly get to the tag. Dragon screw there by Kyle O'Reilly on the knee of Kushida. And that's going to be bad for Kushida again. Just like Alex Shelley, he likes to utilize a lot of high-flying maneuvers, and a damaged knee is not going to help him out at all. Arm breaker there by Kushida. In the back of Kyle O'Reilly, in for a German suplex of his own, bridges for the pin. 1, 2. Bobby Fish blocked off by Alex Shelley, and still, what is it going to take to finish this match? It could be this potential kick by Kushida. And again, he missed it. Come on. That's twice he's missed his finisher maneuver now. O'Reilly taking Kushida up into the powerbomb. 1, 2. Oh, only for a 2 count now. Rolls him over into the Boston Crab. Alex Shelley distracted by the fans, I think. Bobby Fish managed to block him off, though. Alex Shelley lock it in. Oh, into a suplex, but no. Again, just still not enough to keep Kushida down. Neither of these guys really want to give up, do they? This match has lasted literally forever now. And nobody wants to give up, and everyone has the resilience to keep going. They know how big it would be to get another championship matches. Is Kushida going to go for this kick again? Come on, Kushida, please hit it. Please hit it once. 3rd time lucky, Kushida, come on. You can do this. Yay, hit it! 3rd attempt by Kushida, finally hits that big kick, but doesn't go for the pin. Now Kushida looking for something else, maybe? Ah, Kimura lock, but it's right next to the ropes. There, he's tapped out. He's tapped out. Alex Shelley blocked off Bobby Fish, who decided that he didn't want to come in the ring anyway. And Kyle O'Reilly tapped out. A bit of an odd tap out because he was so close to the ropes, but there we go. Time Splitters are the #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships. So we are going to see at our pay-per-view next week, which is going to be fun because I'm away a lot of next week, so I need to get recorded beforehand. So we are going to see next week Time Splitters versus the Young Bucks for the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships. That is going to be good. There's going to be no vote for this episode, but of course you can still go over to Twitter. We do currently have a vote ongoing for Throwdown, which you can get yourself involved in. That is for the Tag Team #1 Contendership, so be sure to vote on that one. I want to try and avoid any more ties because we end up with more tag team matches like this. Of course, if you have enjoyed this episode, then please do hit that like button. It does really help me out. And of course, if you are new around here and you would like to see some more, then please do hit that subscribe button as well. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for some more Octane.